Stadium in Foxborough. We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Foxborough. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Open man, that's Duvernay. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try to run for it with Hall.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Young. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A lengthy opening drive. Now it comes to this. It is third down. From the gun, it's Young. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Reload! Go!
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
79 Broncos.
From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 17 yards on that play. First down, New England.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Up the sideline, past midfield. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Handoff here, up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
Man in motion, heading left. May now on first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, New England. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats move out to a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll get that to Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Young. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Here's Young. Look wide. Get this one complete. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. Now Young. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again from his own end zone. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Third and 6. Tight end going in motion here. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw is Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's going
must be fucking nice. Instant pick for me. Automatic touchdown for you.
Touchdown, New England. Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Patriots extend their advantage to 14-3. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Young. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. Third down. 3 to go. To throw, Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Jets first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Young. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll try to run for it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They'll send their tight end left. On play action, here's May. Now he'll air one out. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third and short. And here is May. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. That's taken in.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
70 range. Go.
Here's May to throw it on first down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. New England going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. May to throw on second down. A ball deep for the end zone. That is
of fucking course. Must be nice.
Touchdown, Patriots. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
You hear coaches, you hear
whole game over.
commentators, everybody
This
talks
shit's
about
been
that middle
real fun.
four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically.
Can't wait to get fucked over for another entire half. This is going to be so much fun.
Halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second down. May. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Here's a 2nd and 6. A tight end in motion now. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. A run here with Paul. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Second down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. David Long there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. It's first down, and it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll run. This is Hall. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. His drive will start on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete. DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a hand on it. Patriots ready for the punt. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. go again with Hall. Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They give to Hall. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Higgins sent in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll put Addison in motion. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Duvernay in motion. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, Typically, there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.